Into the maw of madness.
Excellent.
Excellent, dude. I'll be in my tent. Fill you in on the expedition plan when you've settled in. Okay, so we got a new guy. I'm Stroud, a monk of the Hidden Temple. The Hidden Temple exists in many places across the land, far-flung from prying eyes. I've been watching your actions in Silver Keep in the Azul Desert. The temple keeps a keen interest in the safety of Rendia. The temple also sees clearly the threat that Asva poses. I have been sent to aid in your quest across the mountains. If you would have me, I will be of the utmost service to you. So, you're a monk with a lot of agility, it looks like. Leaf in the Wind, Enlightened Warrior, Wind Palm. Ooh. Erupting Tide, deal 11 damage, Breath Cycle. And then Exotic Warrior. Honestly, of them all, I really like the sound of Martial Artist, so I'm gonna go with that for him.
Yes.
It's not every day we get to wander through the Vinai's backyard. It's an academic's dream. As you know, my research on the Vinai and the Cataclysm is ongoing. In their books, they mention the existence of 4 obelisks discovered across the Fated Peaks. They are of particular interest to me. I hope it isn't asking too much of you, but if you can locate them, please let me know what it is transcribed on them. It would be of great value to my research.
Alright, Blacksmith still ain't got much going on. Marco, what have you got for me? Benediction. Target ally gains 2 channel and apply 1 regen. Oh, that's kind of nice. What have you got to gamble? More random jewelry. All right, let's do it. A Wraith Chain, but it's only rare. Disappointing. Some renown. Let's go ahead and buy that next slot. I don't know. So it's for Jendaya. Gain 1 fate upon completing a deadly encounter. That could be nice. Jendaya. More cold resist. Stroud, Pierre, Alphonse. Let's unlock an artifact. Deadly encounters have a 5% chance to drop a rune reward. Oh, that could be good. Let's unlock another one. Increases Bertram's base stats by 1. Gain 2 supply every 7 days. Naren gains an intelligence. Alphonse's disarm trap mission works on lingering curses as well. Salvaging a legendary produces an additional soul spark. Gain a 15% chance to reclaim 1 rune back when fusing 3 runes together. I'm sorry, you can fuse 3 runes together? Deadly encounters have a 17% chance to drop an additional gold reward. Excuse me, what is this about fusing runes together? Where's... Let me, first off, buy your runes. And second off... How do I do that with the runes, lady? Can you... You just let me socket things. But I can already do that anytime I want. I don't know why it matters that you let me do it.
Yes.
Okay, I've charted out a path through the Faded Peaks. The journey is broken into 3 segments. Our end goal is to reach the old gondola station, which we can use to reach the LF summit. I'm hoping the machinery there still works. Getting there requires us to make it through the cold slopes, the Dralim Highlands, and the frozen caldera. Not a trek for the faint of heart. Be sure to conserve resources and stock up on portal scrolls. These mountains aren't the forgiving type. Say no more, fam. Who's got those portal scrolls? I'm gonna buy both of those. Okay, so that's why there's a bunch of things around me. All right, let's go. Let's carry on. Let's see. We'll buy both of those. A Greater Grace Rune. Non-white cards on this item are converted to dexterity skills with 10% increased stat scaling. Sure. 2 SP. I'm not going to be able to go down there, so... yeah.
Oh.
Oh, there is a path that I can take over here. And those guys are level 31. We should probably do that to get a little bit of experience if stuff is going to be level 36 on me. Oh wow, it's already revealing a lot of other locations that I can't even go to yet. Okay, so this map is huge, but it is not as dense, which is going to be really fortunate. The road splits here. Northward is where we want to go. Southward lies an abandoned fort. Might be worth a look, but be prepared for anything. Goblins are getting a little bolder these days. Oh, I like how goblins are now the thing that we are concerned about. Map teasers, yeah, honestly, I am enjoying it. I am greatly enjoying what this game has to offer. Wish I could hit that guy. Well, we'll go with the guy with more health. Shift here, and then hopefully... Oh no, they're both gonna die, so I won't even be able to get that. Never mind. Man, you can't find anything about rune fusing. The boulder is... the boulder is conflicted. Because all the rocks... Oh, a little boulder. I see what you did there. Relics of the past. Oh, that's for Win. Okay, let's head up there real quick and do this. You approach the obelisk. It is a weathered hunk of meteorite with a short inscription on it. You can't read this particular tongue of the Vanayan language, but perhaps Win will be able to research it. Also, I didn't realize Catherine leveled up. Let's get that Holy Warrior skill. Shield charge, power attack, shield glare, and bodyguard. Oh. Bodyguard could be good. Shield glare could be good too. I think, as much as I love power attack, I don't know if I want something that is, again, close range. And I don't want shield charge. I'm gonna go with bodyguard. Your humor's pretty highbrow stuff? Yeah, it is. Let's go down here. Level 38. Goblins. And that's level 31. That's crazy to me that this is... What level am I? Level 32. That's 6 levels ahead of me. Alright, let's continue forward. See if maybe we can get a couple of, levels before we try that. Night falls and the stars light up the sky. Something seems odd, however. You come to the realization that the star constellations are reversed in the skies tonight. A sign pointing to an instability of this realm?
Yes.
We're in full goblin territory now. A goblin warlord has likely taken residence in the old Draylim ruins. Further north, the place changes hands often between goblin tribes. We'll have to cut a way through the ruins to make progress. Let's explore the meadow. Oh boy. You got a lot of stuff for me, don't ya? Bull chargers. Move to any cell in the front row. Death's Parade. While affected by bleed, you have a 59% chance to avoid receiving elemental ailments. And you are affected by 1 bleed every turn. No thank you. Gain 1 retain for every adjacent ally. Adjacent allies also gain 1 retain. 2 guard with intelligence, 1 guard with strength, 3 max HP, 1 to strength, 1 to dexterity, and 1 to intelligence. Takes away my block, though, which I definitely want to keep. Remove 2 debuffs from an ally, transfer them to yourself. Ally gains 9 guard. I don't know if I really like any of that, if I'm honest. How about these runes, though? Gain 1 channel charge. We'll pick both of those up. Status effects applied through guard. We'll pick those up. Skill restores 2 HP. We'll pick those up.
You come across a Vanayan altar emanating a strange and powerful energy. There is a receptacle for a weapon on it. If you're lucky, it could imbue a powerful enchantment on an item of your choice, but as with all things of this nature, it could just as well destroy it. Obviously, I have to try Oathkeeper. Plus 2 damage with attached attacks. That's not bad. The path meanders on for a distance. Let's go to here.
Oh.
Let's explore. Wandering Peddler? Yes, please. I will buy that coin off of you, sir. Anything to go back to Marco with. Ooh, an armor chest. Anything good? Trinity Mask grants mana conduit, 1 intelligence, 1 spell attack, 1 channel charge. It's a legendary. Passive at the start of each round, give all allies soul tether card. If ally plays the card, you gain 1 channel. Yeah, that sounds pretty great. I think I'm definitely gonna swap that out for the Bonnie's Reverie that I had. Although that could be pretty good. Nah, we're gonna keep it on the old guy for all his big spells, because that seems pretty boss.
Hey!
All right, level 37 encounter. I don't have much to level off of here. Well, that didn't go so well for you, sadly. Paradox had bad ping today, which caused the death of 2 more players than it should have. Ooh, that does suck. I'm sorry to hear that. All right, what have I got? Protect you, parry, and deflect, because there's absolutely nothing else I can do except take all these hits. You were getting close to your Phantom Task win too, but because Pesty got activated, the game ended really quickly. Ah, Yeah, I feel like Phantom and Haunter are so much harder to actually get to use. I feel like they're significantly harder to actually get to use. Where'd that mint go? And then I might as well give you that soul tether. Oh, I thought that was gonna kill him because of the bleed and everything. What does bleed do? I thought bleed did damage. Increases the value of damage received. Oh, but it does not deal damage. I understand. That, and sometimes you don't get Phantom / Haunter until like the second to last round, and at that point it's like, what's the point? Yeah, exactly. I have noticed that that sometimes you'll get it like so late in the game, and it's like, well, all my stuff got reset. Like maybe if they let you keep at least half of your if they let you keep at least half of your tasks completed or something, it would, if you've reached half, it would be better. Because otherwise, yeah, that's just like, nah, well, screw me, I guess. Ooh, Chain Lightning. Apply 21 shock to the target with highest shock. Chain 2. Yeah, we're gonna grab Chain Lightning. That sounds great. That happened to you yesterday night. Not enough time to get things done. Oh, that is the worst. That's how I always feel. Even it's supposed to, I think, apply to the first crew or bad that dies first, or neutral that dies first. I'm not sure if it's imposters or not. But it super duper sucks when you get that and you're like, well, now I can do absolutely jack all. You've got explosive hit, and I really don't want to use explosive hit. Let's see if I can pick a card to remove. Let's remove explosive hit. Go. One of the games yesterday, you think you were like 1 or 2 tasks off before the game ended? Oof. Yeah, I've been there. I've been on my last task and had the game end. It always makes you feel really bad when you can't get that last little bit, you know? Oh, thank you guys for clustering up together. Yeah, I'm just gonna wind blast you guys. Gonna triple shot you. And then I'm gonna let Catherine heal up some. Alright. It's weird that it keeps jumping between, like, this is a level 36. This is a level 31. This is super high above you. This is super high below you. No, super high below you. Super far below you. Yep, super high below you. That's how this one works. You come across a Vanayan altar emanating a strange and powerful energy. There is a receptacle for a weapon on it. Dare we... Yeah, let's try with Cut Jaw. +1 rank to a random attack skill in this hand. Okay, sick. I'll take it. That's 39. That's 39. Jeez. Oh boy. Alright, so that's healing. That's also 39. Do I need to, like, go back up real quick and fight some other stuff? Question mark? Like, apparently I can just go back here. Alright, we'll try that. You like the nesting maps in this game? Big maps into smaller maps into tiny map? I do too. I think it's a great way to have you explore while keeping things bigger than what you would expect. I think it's a really good touch. Alright, what have you got for me? We can block, which is gonna be great. That guy's gonna be dead. Everyone else is gonna be dead except for this one. And he already went, so I don't have to worry about him. Plus it gives the world map more room to breathe. For sure. It's definitely one of those things where, like, as I'm playing this, I'm like, oh, this would be a very interesting way to do this in, like, D&D. And I really dig it. Okay, so that's the other fort. See, I really want to just, like, blitz through as much as I can, but with the fact that everything is so much higher level than me to start off with, I'm very wary. Alright, everyone dies. Yeah, status effects are super nice. Not really getting much in the way of experience. It's weird. It's like you do one level under you, it's like 200 experience. One level above you, 1,000 experience. Maybe at this point they're expecting you to really just lay into everyone. Oh, this one's really short. I didn't realize that. Pick a card that'll be kept in hand. I guess we'll just do this one. Oh boy. All right, we're just gonna block and parry it up, aren't we? It's fine. 53, we'll take that damage. We'll tank it. Perfect. You went for the one person who I think had no dodge. Perfect. Multi-shot. We're gonna tumble forward one. We're gonna get rid of scatter hit. We'll do air. Okay, great. We're gonna do multi-shot on these two. And we're gonna do triple shot on that guy. Leave the arc lightning. Shock him. Burn him. And then it's your turn. Slice and dice.
Excellent.
Look, the abandoned fort's up ahead. Wonder if we'll find anything useful in there. Level 38 encounters, apparently. I mean, I guess they're not really difficult, like... They're all gonna be... Oh, I see what I did wrong there. They're all gonna be relatively easy to take out. Yeah, like for a level 39 for a level 39 thing, like that was super easy. But I know that they're not all that way. All right, what skill do I want to master here? Triple shot. Yeah, maybe it is kind of like the CR system in D&D, where even though it's supposed to be quote-unquote deadly, it's really not. But watch, I bet you this one's gonna hurt. Deadly or super easy depending on how many lucky crits that orc gets. Or, you know, elemental effects like these guys have. Sick. We have so much. Well, we're gonna blizzard all of these guys. And we're just gonna end that there. We're gonna do caustic arrow, dodge, and then we will... I don't know, I guess hit these guys in the back. Whatever. Yep, you sure got a lot. On that note, though, you just woke up from being asleep at your desk, so you're gonna head to bed. No worries, man. I know it's been an exhausting week for you. Get some good rest. We'll catch you later. If I can at least get into Act 4 tonight is what I'm hoping for. A lot of double shots. Alright, that guy's dead. Guy's almost dead. How late do I usually stream? This is the first one you've been able to stay up late for. Usually I end at 10. 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But because it is Friday, I might stay up a little bit later. Hate that. Just to see this act through if I can. I mean, it's almost 8, so 8 to 9, 9 to 10. That's 2 hours to try and get through this act, which hopefully will be pretty straightforward. It seems like it will. Famous last words. You had a second surprise day off work and slept all day. Your stream makes great background noise while you're working on your RPG, so you're here for it. Well, thank you. I have heard, honestly, I have heard that a lot, that people love watching my stream and putting it on in the background, just because it makes such great background noise. So I appreciate that. I like having people who enjoy and watch and lurk, and it's all good by me. Oh my god, I didn't get a single attack card. I wish I could shift into your lane, because I have heavy blow again. I can't get rid of it. Interesting. What does Vigil do? Huh. I wonder why it was sending me back. That's interesting. Yeah, these ghost guys, these elementals are definitely a little bit tougher. Oh, I should have moved him. We'll move you there. Move you there. Shift you there. My dude, just die. Finally. All right, Pierre's level 33, and we got some more crappy weapons. All right, Pierre. Oh, what are you leading toward? I feel like skill mastery in some things is gonna be nice to have. Ooh. Chance to gain an AP on use of Heart of Winter. Yeah, I like the sound of that. Considering all of his big spells are really high AP usage, having that trigger and then getting the ability to play another big spell would be fantastic. An artifact sits in a pedestal at the center of the room, surrounded by a pool of quicksand. A series of flagstones form a path to the center. With some quick footwork, you might be able to get to the pedestal and back. I just met the 19 that I needed for it. Ooh, and I got Fenrir's Restraint. It's a quiver that gives me Repair Construct, which I don't use any sort of construct. Very lucky roll. Maybe I should make Bertram go into... Maybe I should make Bertram go into... one of those sometime soon. What other placements do I have? I'm really enjoying this Holy Warrior one. So maybe I'll go there. But yeah, maybe I'll have him go into that and drop some turrets to give me some extra potential damage. All right, 33, 33, and 33. All right, clearing this is giving me some good XP. I hate that it's taking longer, but I kind of don't mind the grind. Not too much. Like, I'm eager. Like, I'm eager to be done with it, but at the same time, it's really cool to see the world and explore it and get the lore and stuff. Because they seem to have done a really good job at fleshing out the world. Like, I'm legitimately interested in it. Someone's cooking something and it makes me want to go eat the last few Buffalo Wild Wings chicken nuggets that I have in the fridge. Alright, give me that penitence. Kill that guy. Blessed Strike. Alright, fine. I'm gonna shift up one. I'm gonna hit that guy. I'm gonna hit that guy. And then these guys will be able to finish off this guy. Yeah, because you've got Caustic Arrow and Inferno Arrow and... Well, I think that one heals you. Yeah, and double shot. Ooh, treasure room. Not much good there. There's a way down. So this fort keeps going deeper. Ugh, I hate fighting these guys so much. It's such a slog. Got something called Elemental Affinity. Anything that does... Nope. Shift up one. Oh my god. Oh, does he go through like 3 different versions of himself? Is that what these are? I need to hover over that and see if it tells me. No? I have no idea what it does. No idea at all. Alright, but we're going to cast Thunder Wave. And then we're going to cast Ice Shard. We're going to do Puncture and a Wind Blast. Then we're going to do a Snake Bite and a Triple Shot. Okay, so we're gonna bodyguard you. We're going to heavy blow you. Blessed strike, and then give you another channel to help out with those big spells. You know, the sad part is there's still a lot about this game that I just do not grasp or understand. We'll gain a deflect. We will discard... I will discard arrow cache. Shift over one. He's gonna die. We're gonna get rid of this guy. Yeah. I mean, you figured out bleed nearly 20 hours in. That goes without saying. I mean, that's true. I don't know. In like any other game, it's like, oh yeah, bleed. That makes sense. That's just gonna do its thing where it hurts them periodically. Nope. It makes you take more damage. I would definitely like to see a better tutorial on how it all works, but let's just... It smells like someone made bacon. Hey, Bertram leveled. All right, Bertram. Have you gotten your... You have not. That's what I need to go to, is your next thing of AP. So we're gonna do that. Specifically that. That is what we are going to do. Bleed is either damage over time or damage on taking actions. Never seen it just be an extra damage thing before. Yeah, me too. Like, it's an interesting way to do it, I guess. Makes sense to switch it up, though. A lot of games fall into the poison, burn, bleed trap of them all being the same. Yeah, that's true. I will say it's nice that it's different, for sure. But it is most definitely one of those things that made me go, bleed's not working the way I thought it was. I thought bleeding people would be really good. And I mean, it's not bad. It makes them take more damage, which is fantastic. And I think it's percentage based off of what, like, how much bleed they have, which is great. Okay, so we want to shatter you. Then we're going to arrow cache, improved, caustic. We're going to tumble once. We're going to get rid of my guard and pick up this wind blast. Fantastic. And then we're going to put some poison on him. Because screw that guy. Straight up kill him. Yeah, I'm gonna straight up kill that guy. Because, again, screw that guy. Yeah, that'll be the end of my turn. Come on, bear. Yeah! Bite him, bear. Good job, bear. Get hurt, bear. Oh, these guys are so done for. Flaming Grasp, please and thank you. We'll grab a Flame Shield and absorb fire. I mean, it would probably help if I actually read what most of these cards do a little bit more thoroughly, but meh. I'm most of the way through the game now. There's no point in doing that, right? Death's Parade. I wish it didn't have that bleed effect. Where was I walking you to? Let's unlock this node, because that opens up a lot of possibility for me. And we're going to master... I always click on this one, because I never know what it's going to do. I don't want it to cost SP. I wish I could get rid of Enfeeble on Heavy Blow. Why learn when you can just brute force your way through? Yeah, exactly. See, you get it. You definitely get it. Increase that up to 10. I do want to retain that. I don't know why you'd want to get rid of retain. Wide Swing. When played, this skill would consume all Fury. I don't really do Fury, but a Wide Swing... Upgrading Wide Swing could be really good. Using this to break guard could also be very good. You know what? Let's use this to break guard. It's never going to be super powerful, but I think giving it the ability to break people's guard is going to make it an actual useful skill. And that being my Blessed Strike or whatever that I started off with. It's kind of weak, does very little damage, but having it break guard, I think, could be really, really powerful. Lightweight, double shot, lightweight. 2, 4, 6. That one won't kill him. Who do I want to focus down? Let's try going for that guy. Okay, so I have 2 of my multi-hit skills. So we're going to Holy Force this guy. We're going to Weapon Throw this guy and get rid of Heavy Blow. Then we're gonna Penitence and Wide Swing. And no one's really targeting her, so she's just gonna stay put. You just realize that you have some summer work to do for math going into AP Calc as a junior. Hopefully, if you can get it done before when it's due, which you don't quite know when. Ooh, that sounds like really poor communication on the school's part, not telling you when it's due. But yeah, totally. If you can get that done and get yourself finished and through AP Calc sooner rather than later, my dude, that is gonna be such a major boon to you in the long run. Draw a card. Give myself critical aim. Sure. Shield bash. We're gonna mend. Cure ailments and parry. You're sure they told you, but you forgot. That's fair. I've been there. I've definitely been there. Hey, quit applying burn, you jerks. Also, I absolutely abhor math. So... let's use it to get rid of that guy. Of course, there's another guy. Boy, oh boy. We're gonna tumble there. Get rid of heavy arrow. We're gonna throw caltrops under him. And we're gonna wind blast. And wind blast. Retain? Sure, we'll retain that. You're also going into AP computer programming, learning Java, so maybe some Minecraft mods coming in your future. That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool, man. I will say I've heard a lot of potential good about learning I think it's C++. So that might be another one worth checking out. You know, it might get me a heal card, which I can use. That's fine. Hiss, Java. Yeah, there's a reason why I avoided doing any and all programming in college if I could help it. Python, from my understanding, has still been a pretty decent programming language to learn. Don't quote me on that, but from my understanding, a lot of people still use and look for people who can code in Python. And maybe someone who's a little bit smarter than, or at least more knowledgeable than me could tell me, isn't Python often used for OS X? C# you can handle, Python you can handle, Visual Basic you can handle, Java is the bane of your existence. Waddles, have you learned SQL? Don't talk to you about SQL? Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, SQL. I don't know anyone who has enjoyed SQL, if I'm honest. You can do it, but you're gonna complain about it the whole time. I learned a little bit of SQL. and immediately decided that I would never want to do SQL again. So on top of doing Python all last year, you have two college, or on top of doing Java this year, you have 2 college courses too. So next year will probably be your toughest. You haven't had any trouble in any of your classes the past 2 years except Gem, but everyone hates Gem. Yeah, I don't know anyone who was like, yeah, Gem, I can't wait to do Gem. Yeah, woo, Gem. You were trying to learn Lua, but your focus on that was not enough, so you might come back to it later. That's a new programming language, isn't it? All right, let's... Oh, stretch my legs. Let's get everyone healed up. When you were learning SQL, which was mostly meshing it with other programming languages, you would have the exact same thing that your professor would have, but for some reason your SQL code wouldn't work. Yep, that is because it is very sensitive. It is space sensitive. Like if you don't have the right spacing or indentation, it's the worst.
Very, very strange. These glyphs aren't of Vinayan origin. I've to scour my books to see what I can find. Keep a lookout for more obelisks.
Hey, can you salvage a bunch of garbage for me? Oh, it just gives me common parts. Okay. It's newer and more optimal for games. I haven't heard of that, but I guess that makes sense. That's what I heard with, I think it was C#, maybe it was C++ that I'm thinking of, not C#, but C++ was more optimal for games, or easier to scale. You've learned a little bit of mobile programming, but to be honest, you don't remember any of it. Isn't it most of that Java or Python? Your freshman year of high school, you took weight training for your phys ed. After a few weeks, we would just go outside, push the soccer goals together, and have cage fights. Best gym class ever. Ridiculous. There's no way that could be allowed in this day and age. I don't know if Python is space sensitive. I've never worked in Python, but I mean, like, SQL is literally so space sensitive that if you have an extra space, it does not compile. If your indentation is wrong or your parenthesis is wrong, like, and it unlike other programming languages, it will not parse it and say, hey, you've got an error in this line. It's just doesn't work. Figure it out. What ruined Python for you was you had a really stupid hard program you had to make that was some really complicated thing, and you got hints on how to do it, but you can never figure it out, and Python has forever been ruined. Yeah, I can understand why that would leave a really bad taste in your mouth. You know that you had a lot of errors in your code when you put extra space in your code. It bugged a lot. Yeah, SQL is awful, and it's a database language, which means that a lot of databases that people use are based off of SQL or to have SQL call data. So it's like, it's something that so many companies use, and it's awful. And maybe I'm just really jaded against it, but, you know. If you have an accidental capital letter, yep. It's case sensitive, space sensitive, symbol sensitive. I mean, so many things. And you have to use like a little bit of everything to make SQL work. It's just, it's awful. You find another strange obelisk. It looks like the first one. There's a short inscription on it. You make a mental note to report back to Wynn at the earliest opportunity. All right, back to Fort Draylim. Unfortunately, you're not looking for a programming job, but doing your best to forget anything and everything you learned about SQL. You hate working with programming side of databases. Agreed. Which I think is a common consensus among programmers, which is one of the reasons why, if you know SQL, people are like, oh, we want to hire you because you know this language that everyone hates. You had to reprogram Oregon Trail? How does that work? Like, what were you doing to reprogram it for your class? You're really trying hard to remember what the Python thing was that you had to do, but you're pretty sure you've blocked it out of your memory from frustration. Oh, Waddles, poor guy. I get it. I really do. I suppressed a lot of my SQL stuff. You don't remember enough about the Oregon Trail assignment because that was from a time that you don't want to look back to. That's fair. Thing is, you'd rather do SQL than Java. I started teaching myself a little bit of Java at some point, and genuinely do not remember any of it. I think Java and Python at one point. All right, let's go further down. I like how there is a healing thing right there. Think you had C++ class, but that was also a really bad time and you remember none of it. Yeah, I always say more power to people who learn coding. That's one of the reasons why I stuck with the hardware and customer-facing side of IT. Because, like, yeah, there's a lot to learn, but... And I might be sitting at my computer all day anyway, but at least I don't have to worry about programming. At least I have, like, I don't know. Maybe I would enjoy it. Maybe I'm just really jaded toward it. And maybe I would enjoy programming more if I got back into it. but I feel like it's too mind-numbing for me. I would rather be learning how to 3D model or edit videos and express a creative side. That is something I understand more. Let's give everyone some vulnerable. Get rid of a guard. Bow draw. Triple shot. Perfect. C# and Visual Basic are your 2, and even those you're rusty on. Honestly, I don't even know what Visual Basic is used for. I know I've seen it referenced a lot when it comes to like Microsoft stuff, but I genuinely have no idea what it's used for. Like, I know it's used for creating like macros and stuff in Excel. Your favorite thing to do when you didn't have to follow along and copy videos was to blast music and work on a program we had assigned, especially when it was something within your capabilities? Yeah, I mean, I think every programmer I know just likes to sit there and jam out half the time. More freaking power to you. Just program a GUI in Visual Basic so you can backtrace his IP. I mean, that doesn't sound very cash money of you to do. Good job. Great, so I'm gonna have to move here. I'm gonna have to deflecting blow, hit that, strike, blessed strike, deflect, and holy force, and then heal myself. Perfect. You have no idea what Visual Basic is actually used for either. All you know about Visual Basic is that your dad uses it a lot at his work. Yep, SQL was one of those things. My dad was like, if you learn SQL, you will, you'll get a job, like, anywhere, government, banking, like, whatever you want, you'll get a job. And I was like, oh, that sounds great. I'll learn SQL. I'll take this class. Now I understand why you will get a job just about anywhere if you learn SQL. Feel that when the CSI reference isn't caught? It has been at least a decade since I've watched CSI. What was the reference? What did I miss? So you're gonna tumble there, and you're gonna get rid of precognition. And then you're going to nail these boys in the back, and then you're going to triple shot that guy. Your biggest problem with not pursuing a programming job is that, like, yeah, you took those classes and almost have a degree, but you don't feel prepared at all to go in and even work as a low-end programmer at anything. Like, you can do simple things, could make a program to give different responses based off of what the name you put in, or you can make a login screen to take you to varying things based off the login credentials. Not sure if you can set up to create new credentials, but that's neither here nor there. The GUI thing is like a quote. I never actually saw the episode, but it was memed pretty hard like a decade ago. Yeah, that checks out. Righteous Blast them. Go pick this up. And Shield Blast them. Or Shield Bash them. See, here's the thing about programming for me, is it's very similar in that, like, I never felt like I learned a lot with programming to the point that I could go into a job and be like, yeah, I can make this thing that you want me to make. What does that do? Okay. I mean, that's... Oh, it makes you immune to bleed, but your health is reduced. Weird. That seems like a really weird thing to get. What was it? This one? Nah, man. I could always... I might as well keep going with this one. And I could always grab... There we go, finally, one more AP for him. I can always grab, just a standard skill or something from it one of those days. Yeah. No, I 100% understand how you feel, because, like, at least coming out of my associate's degree in IT, like, just general support, I felt like I had a good understanding of how to support people on computers and how to figure things out. What I did not understand is how to do half of the system administration stuff that they taught me, or the networking stuff that they taught me. The stuff that, like, I feel like you have to have, okay, we'll remove that. Some kind of passion and desire to learn more to really understand it. Which I did not. Networking is not something I ever enjoyed or wanted to do. Shield Bash. Skill. Parry. And we're gonna go back here. Networking was just something that, like, did not stick with me. I didn't understand IP addressing. I didn't understand, like, half of what anyone ever talks about when it comes to firewalls and stuff. Like, I want to learn now. I would love to know how it all works. Especially now that I'm, like, into the job and trying to learn stuff like that. You love making simple programs. You always enjoyed setting it up where, like, put in this information, press this button, this information comes back out or whatever. Yeah, I mean, I'll say programming in and of itself is really fascinating and strong, and I have a lot of respect for people who have learned how to program. But I don't think I could ever do it myself. Like, I've always kind of wished I knew how to, because I've always wanted to, like, make games or be able to finagle with things and make them work better for me or something like that. But I loathe programming so much that I basically don't ever want to touch it. Oh, snap. Yeah, we're gonna rank up Heart of Winter. That's ridiculous. 100% on chill? Yeah, I'm down with that. Where do I want to go? Let's go unlock this skill mastery. What was the last thing that I upgraded that I felt was really cool? Oh, it's probably not on here because I already mastered it. And that doesn't really give me a cool mastery at all. Upgrading the damage on that could be nice. Upgrading the damage on that could be nice. We'll just master the standard strike. Meanwhile, you have custom character sheets and spreadsheets more complicated than any program you had to make in a computer science class. Can't program to save your life, though. See, spreadsheets are a completely different beast, though. Yeah, man, I want blue. Intelligence. Okay. Let's go green. 3 initiative, 3 guard, and 1 stealth. Perfect. You enjoy programming, you just don't think you could do a programming job. You've been meaning to make a simple encryption program. You know, I think that might be the same thing. I could probably get into programming and maybe enjoy it, but I don't think I could do a programming job. I don't think I'd want to do a programming job. Just like I would like to learn networking, but I don't think I could do a networking job. I think I could do a system administration job, which is one of the reasons why that's what I'm currently looking into doing, and trying to find a new job that'll teach me more of that. You love quiz questions that cover things you didn't learn? Oh my god, those were my favorite in school. Nothing like learning the hard way. It's weird because a lot of what your character sheets boil down to is essentially programming, but I get the shortcut of just having to do the end work of it, the spreadsheet itself laying the foundation. I want to say, I think maybe I understand what you're saying, or maybe you just sparked something in me to take the idea in an entirely different way, which was essentially, I would probably enjoy programming a little bit more if I were able to do it without having to learn all the code and syntax. Like, if I could do programming on a completely, like, superficial, like, face value level, I would probably like it more. Like, I've been learning how to do nodes in Blender and DaVinci Resolve, and that's essentially programming. Like, you could do all that with programming, but instead it's an interface where you place and, like, plug and input things, and I feel like that is something I could get behind a lot easier. Well, that's more or less what you meant. You just have to do X parts and use them in specific ways. You don't have to build the whole thing from scratch. Plus, it's much more tangible. It's a much more tangible way of doing it. You can literally see the parts that you're connecting. Yeah, no, 100%. I readily agree with you there. And I think that's one of the reasons why I enjoy what I'm doing, or what I'm teaching myself. And that's one of the reasons why I'm very, oh my god, okay, thank god. Very wary about trying to learn stuff like sysadmin right now. Because I'm just so tired of learning, if I'm honest. I'm so tired of school. I'm tired of, like, I don't have the mental capacity for a lot of it, which really sucks. Oh, I had Inferno on there. That's right. You can set up a program that when you click on a picture, it plays a sound effect. I mean, yeah, I learned a lot of CSS and I really enjoyed it. And CSS was basically doing stuff like that. Yeah, and I don't know if it was the pandemic that did it or if it was college itself that did it, but like even getting into my new job, it took me over a year to even be like, yeah, I think I want to learn more. Instead, I was just like, I'd rather sit here and watch YouTube and just help people when they need it and coast, because coasting is easy and I don't have to think as hard. But now I'm also kind of like, I kind of want to be challenged again. And I don't know if it's a good idea to try and push myself the way that I'm going, or if I'm trying to jump the gun or what. Abracadaver. A throwing dagger has a 15% chance to grant an agility charge. Oh, that seems pretty cool.
Yes.
These obelisks, the glyphs, they seem to far predate Vinayan culture. The arcane energies they emit are quite unlike what we know. If I had to hazard a guess, they've been here for 1,000 years or more. I'll need you to find more of these stones to help complete the picture.
Coasting is why you've been a delivery driver for 12 years. You got the job to get back on your feet so you could go back to college. Whoops. Yep. It's dangerous. Like, I want to do more, but I also don't want to do more exactly in IT, I don't think. Like, I would love to learn more and grow my skill and feel like I'm actually doing something or contributing something or making a difference in the job that I'm doing. But at the same time, it's like, I wish I didn't have to try and find a job that would pay me enough to buy a house. I wish I could just have a house already, and then I could focus on like learning to 3D model and then maybe doing commissions that way and like expressing myself in 3D modeling, or starting the numerous businesses that I've claimed that I've wanted to start but don't have the capital or ability to do. You think personally for you it's a bit of both, but also you've been at it for 5 years, you failed classes last semester and you're struggling to pick it back up? Right. I think that's currently your issue. You're coasting at this point, but you also really don't know what to do with your life. Yep. I feel that. When I finished high school, I finished early. I finished at around 16. I just found a job that paid me, minimum wage, and I was putting away money. I saved up to buy a car, saved up to buy a computer. Like, I had no direction in life. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just working to have money and to maybe occasionally spend time with friends. And eventually, it took me about 4 years, maybe, let's see, 16, 17, 17, 18, 18, 19, 19, 20. It took me almost 5 years, probably closer to 5 years, to go, wow, I really don't want to work a dead-end job the rest of my life. I'm gonna go to school for something I think I could do, and IT was the thing that I thought I could do. So I went to school for IT, and got some real lucky breaks with the jobs that I ended up landing and the experience I was able to get, and started making. I finished at 16. How does that happen? Well, one, I was homeschooled, so I skipped a couple grades. And then I went and took my GED when I was 16. And when I got my general education's degree, that gave me essentially a diploma. which let me go to college whenever I wanted. But I didn't want to go when I was 16, and so I saved up money to do whatever I wanted with, and then I started saving money to go to college, and then when I had like 20 grand in the bank after 5 years, 20 grand after 5 years, I went to college and paid for it out of my savings. So that way I didn't have to take any loans. And it was just community college. It wasn't like a private college or anything. It was only an associate's degree, 2 years, 2.5 years. But yeah. And so now here I am out in Washington trying to figure out what the heck I want to do with my life, man. Thank you, Endgold. Yeah, I mean, it took a while. I literally felt so stuck in my job and dead on life that I was like, I need to do something different. And the only way that I felt like I could was by going to college. And I mean, it's given me plenty of opportunities, which I'm thankful for. So I'm glad I did that. And if I could do it differently, I think maybe I would have gone back to school earlier and maybe tried to continue pursuing a bachelor's degree, but I don't know if I would have had the stomach for it. You just found your TI-84, your baby, your hero. My God, it was so nice having calculators, but I hated the excuse, no calculators, because you'll never have one in the real world. No, I won't? All right. You almost missed the third obelisk, almost buried in under the snowfall. The obelisk looks significantly more weathered than the rest, but the markings are still legible. Another piece of the puzzle for Wind to solve.
Well,
A brief history lesson. The cataclysm was the result of a failed Vanayan experiment to explore other planes of existence. In some ways, you could call it too successful. The monsters and curses that plague our land today are the result of it. It also erased every Vanayan in the vicinity of Sky Imperium from existence and drove the rest into hiding. These obelisks had a role to play in some way, I just don't know what yet.
Your brother's TI-83 not plus, after you got your brother's TI-83 after he graduated, not those fancy fast calculators. It was supposed to have taken 2.5 for you, not quite sure why, but you were taking as many classes as you could. For an associate's, how else are you supposed to calculate what sin? I don't remember what sin stands for, but I know it's a calculus thing. The square root of 5 divided by 5 is abacus and elbow grease and lots of sweat. Do you guys remember when they started, when like newer calculators started having the trouble that they weren't dividing right? Did you guys hear about that? Or it's like, depending on how old your calculator is, like a calculator on a phone versus like a Texas Institute calculator, they will do a calculation incorrectly. Yeah, they got the order of operations wrong. Then you see everyone around you your age getting married, finishing college, having kids, buying a house, and here you are living at home 3 years deep into getting an associate's and trying to move out.